Mary Charlotte, and today I am doing a drugstore favorites video. And I don't know how many products I have, but I tried to cover about every aspect of the drugstore, pretty much. And this is makeup favorites, not like skincare or nails or anything. I have more than one for some of these, but I decided to try to narrow it down to my top favorite one so that this video wouldn't be long. It's probably going to be kind of long anyways because I do have a lot of products, but I just wanted to include all the ones I thought were worth your money because I love all of these products. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get started with the drugstore favorites. First up is a foundation, and this is my favorite foundation I've ever tried from the drugstore. I'm not currently using it, but that's just because I'm not using foundation right now. I'm using BB cream. But this is an amazing foundation. It's the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, and it's 3-in-1 because it's a primer, foundation, and a concealer. I still use primer and concealer with this. I just use it as a foundation because I feel like I need to set it with a powder, and then also just priming helps it last even longer even if it does have a built-in primer. So I do like to use those anyway, but I love this foundation. It's very messy, as you can see, because I've had this for a while. I got it in the spring last year, so yeah, but I really love this foundation. This gives full coverage without making you look cakey, and it just stays on all day, and I love this foundation. A lot of concealers from the drugstore will crease or not stay on, but I think this one takes the cake because it's one of my favorite concealers from the drugstore. And this is the Loreal True Match Super Blendable Crown Concealer. Mine's in the shade Fair Light, and it's W123. I'm not sure what that means, but basically it looks like this. It's a stick concealer, but it's in like the form of like a jumbo lip balm kind of thing. And it comes with a pretty good amount of product, especially because when you're using crown concealers, you don't use it up as fast. But I have a tip for everyone out there if you're going to get this concealer. Don't just apply it like this. I mean, you could probably do that on your blemishes, but if you're going to do that under your eyes, don't. This will be really harsh on your under eyes if you just draw it on. So what I like to do is rub it on my finger and then put it on because it gives a little bit of a lighter coverage, and it also just makes it more blendable, and it doesn't hurt your under eyes as much. So that is my favorite concealer from the drugstore because it's very pigmented, and from what I can tell, it doesn't crease. This is another drugstore concealer, and this is a different kind though. It's the Maybelline Cover Stick Corrector Concealer in green. I use this almost every day. It's an amazing little stick of concealer, and it comes with about this much, and I've barely even made a dent, and I've been using this for like a really long time. I don't remember when I got it, but I've been using this for a while. And basically what you do is if you have a blemish, you'll put this on first, and then you'll put on the stick concealer or whatever concealer you have, because the green will correct the red, and then if your concealer fades away, it's still, I don't know how to say it, like it won't be so bright red when it fades away. It'll just be more bumpy, if that makes sense, on your acne. So that is an amazing product to use and a great tool to have. Lastly, for face, I have a powder, and this is the Maybelline Dream Matte Powder. It's amazing packaging. I just love the packaging, so that's one of the great things about this product. What I love about this is that you twist the bottom and then you have your mirror, but you can keep this closed. So if you're in the car or something and you're doing your makeup, you can still see everything you're doing without having to touch the powder. In my opinion, this is one of the best packaged products for powder at the drugstore. And it's also just an amazing powder. It doesn't give a lot of coverage, but it does help set your makeup and keep you matte all day. So this is an awesome powder, and I love that. Now moving on to cheek products, I have two. I tried to think of a highlighter, but honestly I don't see that many highlighters at the drugstore, and I honestly don't have one from the drugstore because most of my highlighters are more high-end. I personally haven't found one that I love from the drugstore yet. So my blush favorite is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, and everyone talks about this, and it's just an awesome color. It's so pigmented, and it comes with quite a bit of product because it's domed. Very, very pigmented, and it stays on, and it just gives your skin the best natural glow, and it's an amazing little blush. So I definitely recommend checking all of those out. If you don't like that color, then they have a lot more. My favorite bronzer is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder, and this is in the shade Sunny. What the bronzer looks like, it has a nice big mirror, and then it looks like this. It has like a sun in it, which is really cute. I love this bronzer because it's matte. It's basically a dupe for Hoola bronzer from Benefit. because it's basically the same color. It's a little bit lighter and it suits my skin tone really well. But I love this. It's very pigmented and it's only $3 from the drugstore. I believe it's like $2.99. And I just love this. So it's an awesome bronzer and I definitely recommend checking it out if you're looking for a good one. Moving on to eye products, I have kind of a primer slash base, and everyone talks about these, but they're the Maybelline Color Tattoo Metal Eyeshadows, and they're the cream eyeshadows. They released pigments, but these are the cream ones. And this one is in the shade Barely Branded. I love this. This was an all-time favorite for me of last year because it's just an amazing cream eyeshadow. It is so pigmented and creamy and it stays on all day. It gives the best little glow to your eyes and goes under your eyeshadow. So I love these. Another one of my favorite colors is Pomegranate Punk. And this one's from the original line of them, but it's just like a pretty purpley pink color. And it's awesome to put this one in the crease. And I don't know, I just love these cream eyeshadows, and they also double as a primer slash base to help your eyeshadows stay on and not crease. For eyeshadows, I have two different eyeshadow companies that I love. So the first one is the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow, and this is a 24-hour eyeshadow, and these are very long wearing, so I would agree with that. But they look like this in their little packaging. They come like this. They're pressed pigments. These like all the time because they're the most pigmented eyeshadows. I just did a little tiny swatch and that is what it showed up as on my finger. I'll swatch it on my hand here. It's just the most amazing pigmented product. The brightness is kind of washing it out. It's the most pigmented little eyeshadow. This one is in Iced Latte, and this one's my favorite, especially to go over the Color Tattoo and Barely Branded. And then I also really like the color Amber Rush. The pigmentation better on this one probably. So just like one little swipe and it's so pigmented. This is the swatch from my little tiny swipe. Isn't that amazing? And it just is such a pretty color, especially if you like shimmery eyeshadows. So I love those eyeshadows. If you're looking for a more inexpensive alternative, this is the Walking on Eggshells trio from Wet n Wild, and it's from their Color Icon line. And it looks like this. It has an eyelid color, a crease color, and then a brow bone color. These are extremely pigmented eyeshadows as well, and I love them. It comes with like a shimmery champagne color for your lid, and then a chocolate brown kind of color for your crease, and then a yellowy kind of cream color for your brow bone. This trio is only like $3 for all three eyeshadows, so I love this trio, and it's just a great everyday kind of eye look. Moving on to eyeliner, I have a liquid liner and a pencil liner. So my liquid eyeliner is the NYX The Curve Liner. And I know some people don't consider NYX a drugstore brand, but it's on the drugstore side at Ulta, and they're also starting to sell this at Target, and I got mine at Target, so I'm considering it a drugstore brand. It looks like this, and it makes eyeliner so easy to apply because of the way the packaging is designed. It's called The Curve because you can fit your hand here really easily to just draw your eyeliner on the upper lash line. It's very pigmented, and the only drawback to this is that it doesn't come with a lot of product, but you can buy refills for this. For a good pencil liner, I love these CoverGirl Liquid Line Blasts, and this one I have here is in the brown shade. The smudger on the bottom side, and then on the upper side it has the eyeliner. This is a kohl liner, which means you have to sharpen it, and it's just a really pigmented eyeliner. I'll swatch it for you. That was just one little swipe, and it's very creamy and it stays on all day. So I love this eyeliner. I know it comes in like, if you're looking for good like pop of color eyeliners for inexpensive, I know they have like a blue and I think a purple, maybe a green in this. So if you're looking for good pops of color, then this is an awesome eyeliner. It also just comes in black and brown as well. So I love this eyeliner from the drugstore. My last eye product to show you is mascara, and I couldn't narrow it down. I have two. They're just very different from each other. So the first one is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher by Lash Blast, and mine is in the shade Very Black, and when you open it up it looks like this. The wand is kind of curved a little bit, and it separates all my lashes. It doesn't clump at all. It doesn't hold a curl very well, but it just separates them and lengthens them. So just make sure to curl your eyelashes when you use this and it'll be awesome. And then my other favorite is the Great Lash Lots of Lashes from Maybelline. And make sure you get the Lots of Lashes and not just the original Great Lash, because I don't like the original Great Lash. But the Lots of Lashes one has this kind of fun wand, and it looks kind of like a cone. And this gives lots of volume and definition to your eyelashes, and it holds a curl really well. So they're just kind of opposite products, and it just kind of depends on what you want. So those are all of my eye products to show you all. Now moving on to lips. I'm sure you guys know where this is going. Baby lips! I love baby lips. These are some of my favorite ones. I love the Electro collection because they smell good and they have really cute packaging. So this is Strike a Rose, and it's just a nice coral tinted one. I'll swatch it here. Looks like that. It's just a nice pinky kind of tinted. And it smells like pink lemonade, and I love the way this one smells. If you have Twinkle, it smells like Twinkle. And then there's Berry Balm, and this is just a purple one, which is awesome for like the winter time because like a purpley color is really in, and it's kind of getting washed out. But I love these lip balms. All of the baby lips are awesome. They just released medicated ones in the fall if you need some medicated ones. So I love those. Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stains, because these stay on forever. So this one is in Crush and this one is in Honey. So the one in Crush is just a dark purple kind of color. I'll try to swatch it right here. It's right there. And it's just a really nice pretty purple color. And then this is the one in Honey, and it just is like a nice nudish pink, and it's right there. So I love these. They're so moisturizing. They stay on for a really long time. They don't dry out your lips, but they're also like a stain, and they're very pigmented. To finish off the video, I will show you my favorite lip glosses. So this is the Palladio Herbal Lip Gloss in 11th Gorgeous, and I'm pretty sure that 11th Gorgeous here on YouTube helped to create this lip gloss, and it's an amazing little lip gloss, especially for the summer. It's just a nice, really pretty pink color. It comes on a doe foot applicator. It's not very sticky at all, and it smells like vanilla. My favorite lip gloss is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in Pink Pop. Blair Waldorf wore this on Gossip Girl. I'm not going to give away when she wore it because I don't want to, like, if you're watching it on Netflix, I don't want to give away anything. But she wore this on there, and you could like see her putting it on, and it's so cool that she had this on here because I love Gossip Girl. But this has different packaging now. It's in a circular tube, but it's the same lip gloss. And I love all the colors in this line because they're super pigmented, they're not sticky at all, and it's just an amazing lip gloss. Those are all of my drugstore favorites. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm sorry if it was kind of long, but I did have a lot of different products to show you all. Leave a comment down below with your favorite drugstore makeup products so I can try them out. And make sure to subscribe if you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone!